What's up everyone, Plastic Degenerates here, back again with another video. And in today's video, I will be making the GNK series Power Droid, also known as the Gonk Droid. So stay tuned and we're gonna have a little bit of fun. So I started off by 3D printing this Gonk Droid from Thingiverse. I believe the artist who had rendered this model is called Atonek. So if you guys do like this model, go ahead and check out his page. And I also printed out some mouse droids as well, just to complement my Star Wars collection. So everything you see here was printed by my Elegoo Centauri Carbon 1, and I felt like everything came out pretty nice. Okay, so now that I examined the prints, let's go ahead and get started. Just a quick base coat here of black primer. I just about primer everything in black. It always looks better to me. Okay, so it looks like the first base coat has cured. Looks pretty good. I had originally planned to sand everything down, but looking at it now, I don't think it's necessary, especially for a, what I would call an accessory droid that complements my display, and it's not going to be the main focal point of it. Okay, as you can see here, you do see some layer lines, especially on the top right there. But again, I'm not going to spend too much time on this droid here. So in my headcanon, I'm just going to say it's a part of the design of the droid. Okay, now time for the fun part. We are going to be adding a bunch of greeblies onto this thing. I definitely wanted to have some personality and, replicate that space grit or space grime that the Star Wars universe does so well. Okay, so here I'm using these little bubble stickers. Actually, I don't know what they're called exactly, but I'm gonna be affixing them to the Gonk Droid in certain areas, certain corners, and certain plates to replicate some type of rivet. Just to give it some texture and just to simulate the look of it actually being machined instead of some perfect seamless material. And these stickers do have adhesives on the back, but I'm going to be gluing them in place. Okay, and here I am going to be drilling a bunch of holes in certain areas. Again, I did like the model render of the Gonk Droid, but I always, figured it's nice to have extra textures and little greeblies all over the place. So I'm test fitting this wall anchor here to see if it would work as a antenna. As you can see, it didn't. But I'm also going to be adding other stuff for antennas on here. You're going to see that later on in the video. Okay, let's take a look at our progress here and see how it's going. Okay, let's take a look at the progress here. Not too shabby. Can't wait to see what this thing is gonna look with all of the greeblies on in its first coat of paint. Alright, just about done adding all the greeblies, and I did do another black coat primer, so let's take a look. Okay, so I did find more stuff to add on to the Gonk Droid, and I did end up using those mouse droids. I did use the housing on them just to affix them on top to simulate a housing for some of the antennas. So you're probably wondering why there's a hole there, but you're probably going to see later on in the video. And this is just a metal music wire that I got for another project. Might use this as the antenna, not quite too sure yet. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the greeblies, so let's go ahead and give it some battle damage. Now that we are done with the battle damage and weathering, let's go ahead and give it a base coat of color. So I'm going to go with a bright silver for this one, and the other one I am going to be going for a gunmetal gray. Okay, so I did do a little time jump here. So they both have their base coat on, and I did add a bunch of boxed antennas and wires using FDM filament. But I also figured, you know what? Let's add some lights to it. My whole motto is, if you can add lights, let's add lights. But I didn't initially plan for lights. So you can see here, I just drilled a hole into the top of the droid. And I'm going to go ahead and wire this up to USB. Had I planned it a little bit better, I probably would have changed the render to accommodate lights, but it is what it is. I did do a quick messy wiring job. I will be fixing that later. I am gonna go ahead and wire the positive and neutral terminals to a USB Type-C female port. Just because everything in my display is wired for USB-C, and I wanted to uphold that standard. Alright, just about done here. Let's go ahead and test out the female USB-C port. Man, that looks good. I am really liking how this is going. Okay, so both the top and the bottom of the droid are solid pieces. So I had to Dremel 2 holes for the LED lights, and I'm gonna be dremeling a channel for all the wiring, and also a spot for the USB-C female port somewhere in the rear of the droid. So I'm gonna go ahead and find a spot for this somewhere in the rear of the droid and mount it onto there. Okay, so I did find a location for the USB-C port. So I think right there is just about where I want it. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with how things are going. I'm just about done here. I'm gonna go ahead and start masking some of the droid parts off. So I am gonna be adding the actual color that I want on this droid. Alright, color has been added. I did decide to keep this one a gunmetal color instead of painting it green like my other one. And I did add some stripes to it. It's a little neat trick that I learned over the years using toothpaste to mask some areas off and paint those areas. And when the paint cures, you can chip off the areas of toothpaste that never properly set in. Man, this is starting to look really good. I am really enjoying this process. It's probably my favorite part of doing any customs is the weathering. Haven't quite weathered it just yet. That's going to be the next step. Okay, and on to the next one. The paint's a little bit more complex on this one. The base was a silver metal color, and I did use that same chipping effect with the green that I had laid over the silver so I can have some of the metal exposed. And on top of that, I did add a white stripe to the base body as well. Okay, let's get this painter's tape off and let's see how it looks. Alright, and here comes the fun part, weathering. What I like is you don't have to be as precise. You can definitely be a little messy with it, but intentionally messy. Okay, so I am done. Now let's go ahead and plug these in and let's have a look. Man, seeing these two together, all complete and weathered up, is really cool. Alright, so I didn't go too hard on the weathering, but it does look worn in and lived in, and it does represent that Star Wars space grit or grime that I was going for. So it definitely looks in universe, or at least in my opinion. But yeah, I am really liking how these came out. So I felt like I did have to improvise quite a bit with this project. The whole lights kind of took me by surprise. I did not plan on adding lights, but I'm glad I did because I think they look really cool. And all the wiring I did with the filament, all the random greeblies that I added to the chassis of the droid, the paint chipping technique that I had used. So yeah, I think it was quite a fun experience, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm gonna go and leave you guys here with some outro shots, and if you guys did like this video, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe to the channel. See you guys on the next one.